abuse is a real thing, and you may be successful to do that. But before we start the video, make sure you guys and welcome Young Kamathazine.
Sitting here waiting on my package. Yeah. I'm going to get a magazine. Yeah, I'm getting a magazine, so it's going to be awesome. Hopefully it shows up soon. I can't wait to open up that magazine. Oh my god, it's here! It finally came! Oh my god! Why?
Oh, that was good, right? Yeah, it's crazy how a kid could turn into such a loving kid, and now this dude is a whole gangster. Like, this dude will literally shoot you.
North Carolina father Tommy Jordan was having trouble with his misbehaving 15-year-old daughter Hannah. She had been acting out by posting long and disrespectful rants about her parents on Facebook, and one of her curse-filled posts was the last straw. Tommy had warned her that he would put a bullet through her laptop if she continued trashing her parents on social media, and in a video posted in February 2012, he made good on his promise. In the video, Tommy reads Hannah's latest Facebook post and expresses his disappointment and frustration. He then turns the camera on Hannah's laptop and proceeds to put 9 hollow point rounds through it.
Hey, yo, first of all, did y'all hear what the man said? Bruh, this dude said 9 hollow point bullets to the laptop. Like, first of all, shooting the laptop was unnecessary. Second of all, does your kid hate you so much that she's going on social media to bash you? Tough.
The video received over 30 million views and attracted attention from the national media. While some considered Tommy's actions a form of child abuse, father and daughter
Child abuse? The man ain't even touch her.
I hope so.
Okay. Bro, how do people find this like child abuse? Sorry, my voice is kind of gone, so like it's kind of bad, but how do they find this child abuse? I don't even freaking know.
Publicly made up on the Today Show about a month after the video went viral. Tommy even revealed that he had removed the hard drive from the laptop before blowing it to bits.
Okay, he had a little bit of sense when he was doing this. Okay.
Saving all of Hannah's data and pictures. YouTube user King Ease let his son choose his punishment when the boy came home with failing grades after having lost his brand new iPad. The child was given the mother of all terrible.
Oh wow, you had to do your son like this? Yo, all the girls in school finna be on his ass. And he lost his iPad too, bruh. My man having the worst day of his entire existence.
Haircuts, looking as if his father had simply dragged clippers across his head a few times while blindfolded. King Ease then shot a brief 14-second video showing off his work and posted it to
his dad has no chill, and he posted it on YouTube.
To his YouTube account, where it quickly began racking up views. Despite being raked over the coals in the comments, Ease defended his punishment by saying that he was teaching his son to be accountable for his actions. However, his methods don't seem to have been very effective. 2 years later, he posted another video in which he was forcing the same son to work out with heavy weights, again as punishment for bad grades.
Loki, that's not that bad. He's trying to teach his son how to have a thick skin and how to work on his grades, but I mean that's not even that bad, bro. But you could be, you could be just a little bit, just a little bit.
Another father gave his son, identified only as Jason, 3 weeks to pick up his grades or he would have to give up his video game consoles. After Jason failed to impress with his school performance, Dad made good on his threat, and then some, by forcing Jason to destroy his Xbox 360 with a sledgehammer in their front yard while shooting a video. The crying youngster finishes the job, but flatly refuses to do the same to his second console, a brand new Xbox One.
Hey, bro, that's too far. Like, how is ABCD gonna help him in the real world? Like if you understand how I'm coming, like, how is it gonna help him in the real world? Like, but that's just too far. That's too far, in my opinion. In my opinion.
The video, which has since gotten millions of views, sharply divided parents. Even some who were fine with the heavy-handed nature of the punishment could not agree with the decision to post the video online, which added an unnecessary element of public humiliation. In an even more cruel example of this, a mother in Florida came up with a horrifying punishment for her 10-year-old son after he repeatedly wet his bed. Crystal Prado and her roommate dressed the boy in girls' clothing and makeup and forced him to run around their suburb as neighbors watched in shock. Prado then took pictures of her hysterically crying son and took to Facebook to publicly shame him for being a bedwetter.
That's just wicked. Like he's 2. What do you want him to do? Like okay, bars. But like, what do you want him to do? He wets the bed. Like, what do you want him to do? And you posted on Facebook too. Cruel mother, bad mother, bad mother.
Posting the photos for good measure. Relatives of Prado saw the pictures in which the boy is obviously extremely upset and notified police. Prado and her boyfriend Keith Driscoll were arrested and charged with cruelty toward children and infliction of mental injury on a child. Despite the fact she had been investigated for similar incidents before and the photographs of the weeping boy, it was found that there was insufficient evidence to convict the pair, and the charges were eventually dropped. Not so for Alaskan mother Jessica Beagley, who in 2011 appeared on a segment of the Dr. Phil show called Mommy Confessions. She discussed the discipline problems she was having with her adopted twin boys, before showing a home video revealing the shocking extent of her punishments. Simply for lying, 7-year-old Christoph had hot sauce poured into his mouth while his 10-year-old sister was made to shoot a video.
Like, bro, you guys couldn't see it, but like, when I literally heard this, literally, my face expressions went from 0 to 100 real quick. Like, how do you pour hot sauce in his mouth? Like cruel, bad mother, bad.
The screaming boy is then forced into a cold shower while his mother continues to aggressively shout at him. Critics suspected that the video was made for the sole purpose of getting onto the Dr. Phil show. She had previously submitted audition videos of herself yelling at the boy, but producers had insisted on seeing actual punishment. Beagley
so she's doing all that just to get on a Dr. Phil show? What a nincompoop.
Was found guilty of child abuse and given 3 years probation and a suspended jail sentence. In another case involving adopted children, Pennsylvania pastor Mark Hooper and his wife Susan were arrested in 2014 for withholding food from their 3 kids, ages 9, 10, and 11. Police became involved when the youngest child managed to make her way to a neighbor's house to ask for help, at which point she only weighed 31 pounds. Unbelievably,
31 pounds, mate. That's a whole stick.
The 3 had been placed in the Hoopers' care as toddlers after having already suffered family trauma which gave them special needs. The children may have suffered permanent organ damage and stunted growth as a result of their treatment at the hands of the Hoopers. The couple were convicted separately on charges of child endangerment. Mark Hooper was given a maximum sentence of 6 months in jail, while Susan was sentenced to a maximum of 18 months. A Wisconsin couple similarly forced their autistic teenage daughter to live under hellish conditions, which somehow went unnoticed for months despite the fact that the girl attended public school. An anonymous tip informed police that the teenager was being kept locked up in her parents' basement, which was not heated. The parents had nicknamed her Stink because she was not allowed access to a bathroom and was forced to use diapers to relieve herself. The girl showed up to school.
They called her Stink. Yo, bro, they are so dumb, man.
School on more than one occasion covered in her own dried feces, which likely led to the anonymous call. However, social workers seem to have been aware of the girl's living conditions prior to the police getting involved, having reported that the teen was being treated like an animal the year before the couple's arrest on charges of child neglect. One father decided to treat his 17-year-old son like a full-grown man after the boy skipped classes one day. In a video posted to Facebook Live, Tavis Sellers tosses his son a pair of boxing gloves before mercilessly beating him up, punching him repeatedly in the face as the youngster tries and fails to defend himself. The video ends with Tavis
This man literally just beat up his son, bruh. Like, at least give him a whooping. Dang!
mocking his son while shooting video of his bruised and bloody face. The viral video resulted in a visit from Child Protective Services, which prompted Tavis to post another video talking about the visit and asking his son's feelings on the fact that he might have to go to jail. Only days later, authorities returned to remove the boy from the home, as Tavis Sellers was arrested and charged with domestic assault and battery. Some such cases of outright assault as punishment are even more shocking. In 2011, Texas Judge William Adams was beginning to gear up for a re-election campaign when his adult daughter Hillary released a video that she had secretly made in 2004, when she was 16. In it, Judge Adams delivers his punishment for illegal file downloading, an absolutely brutal whipping with a belt that goes on for several minutes, as Hillary screams in agony. To make matters worse, Hillary contended that she suffers from cerebral palsy and that her parents had refused to acknowledge it. Also, her mother Haley publicly played the victim after the video's release, slamming the judge for his behavior toward his family despite being an active participant in the events shown on the video. Since too much time had passed to bring charges, Judge Adams was suspended for 1 year without pay and reinstated to the bench in 2012. However, the damage done to his reputation would never be repaired, and he lost his bid for re-election in 2014.
Now he really finna whoop.
Texas stepmother Tina Alberson took cruel and unusual punishment to its furthest extreme. Her 10-year-old stepson Jonathan was prone to simple misbehavior, and she would admit to authorities after her arrest that she would punish him by limiting his water intake during timeouts. But during his last stay with his stepmother, Texas was in the middle of a blistering heat wave that saw temperatures of over 100 degrees for days on end. Medical examiners would determine that Jonathan was deprived of water altogether for 5 straight days before he died.
Can I get a rip in the chat? Can I get an L in the chat for my boy? I don't know his name, but rip in the chats.
During Alberson's trial, Jonathan's twin brother Joseph told jurors that his brother repeatedly asked him for water during those days, and that he had been concerned, but too scared of Alberson to do anything. She was convicted of felony injury to a child and sentenced to 85 years in prison.
That's what she deserves. She deserves that, bruh. You killed your child. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and clicking on this video to watch this video, man. Make sure you guys do enjoy. Make sure you guys tell me what other videos you guys want to see next. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.